And if their clock management's good, it will be.
Dragic with some nice D.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And the first half ends in a close one. Clippers ahead, up 1. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sidelines. Doris?
Kobe, what encourages you in what you've seen from the team's offense?
We're playing hard. Our bigs are really working tonight. They're really running the floor.
All right, we got a few things to cover before the second half. This isn't a game I'm going to let slip away from us. We need this one. First things first.
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. Without question, the Great One displaying his skills today.
Every chance he got, he went into the paint, threw it down hard. I mean, zero defense being played against him.
Nada. He has had way too many contested runs to the hoop, but even if a defender's gotten there, it's been posterizing time.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jock Rivers. Roby in at point guard. Randall and Hill are the 4 and 5. Then there's Kobe, and it's Lindsay in at the 3 spot. And Hill with the block.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
Griffin on the double team. The Great One passes to Kobe. Puts it up from 12. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 8 points for Hill. Clark and Steve, this game has a lot of character here in the third period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action. A competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
Yeah, 6 in total, Clark. So this has been a great game. Both teams playing hard and really competing out there.
There's the pass to Randall. Rejected by Griffin. They get it back, and the basket by Hill.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Paul outside. Kicks it out to Prince. And a miss there on the triple. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Lindsay. That 3 off the mark. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And Crawford gets it to go on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game.
What a floor leader he's been at the offensive end.
You know, he's done a terrific job of moving the ball around, sharing it, dispersing it, and running the show.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. For the finish, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares? What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
No good from the Great One.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Here's Bryant, and he gets it to go. Now it's a 5-point Laker lead.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
It's stolen by Hill. On the wing, Kobe. Here's the Great One, defended by Paul. Passes it to the Great One. From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together, and they're just looking for the best.
Guys, listen up. We can't afford to crash the offensive glass here. On the release of the shot, we need everybody to get their butts back. No easy baskets.
And Los Angeles with some changes. J.J. Redick's checked in for Crawford. And it's Farmer in for Paul. And the Lakers making a change here. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He'd like them to concentrate on their transition game to keep the tempo fast and put pressure on the defense in the open court. Something else he mentioned is that he's giving them the green light on offense. He wants to see a high volume of shots. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Roby in a big-time jam right there. Nice hops and determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense.
And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. They grab their own miss. Clippers trail by 8. Prince kicks to Farmar. Back to Prince. Pass to Farmar. Griffin a screen on Lynn. Redick is in the corner. From outside, off the mark.
Now defensively, they did a great job of staying tight on him.
Rope.
What a throwdown there, man. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes. I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Good.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Yeah, they're getting outclassed in the paint at both ends, really.
51 seconds left to play in the third. Knocked away. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Plays like that are telling the story of this game for me so far, Clark. They cannot afford to hand over any more easy points like that. All game long, guys, he's been getting it done. Really doing a nice job rebounding.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, they've had a major advantage on the glass, dominating that stat.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
The Lakers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. First free throw is good. Both teams deciding to change up. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. CP3 and Jamal Crawford make the backcourt. Mirza Teletovic out there with Reggie Bullock, and it's Hawes in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Paul outside. He feeds it to Crawford. 6 on the shot clock. Bullock kicks to Paul. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And you know, from a numbers standpoint,
Guys, on all missed shots, we have to rebound first, and then we have to run. Fill the lane, sprint the floor, and let's attack the rim before they can set their defense. It's all about scoring in transition.
For the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Hawes. Griffin comes in for Mirza Teletovic. And Tayshaun Prince subbed in for Reggie Bullock. Bryant passes to the great one. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And a lot of contact right there. I think the officials are making the correct call here. And this sort of call, of course, always about protecting the players. You can't allow unnecessary contact. And sometimes the players let the emotion get the best of them. And you make a foul like that, it's going to be enforced every time.
You know, Steve, I don't think many people would disagree with the stance that it's a very important objective to make sure everything is done to limit any sort of unnecessary contact.
talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for the great one. He's got 32 points and he's stolen the ball 4 times. He's been passing it around you or shooting it over you. Either way.
Well, they're not sure whether to stick tight on him or defend the pass, and He's really controlling this game with his offensive arsenal.
Clippers trail by 17. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Paul kicks to Crawford. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Lindsay, and the Lakers with another miss. The Clippers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Good ball movement here by the Clippers, and the dunk by Jordan.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
That's what those alley-oops do, though. Second three-pointer of the half, 4th overall. So he's having a nice game from outside.
Griffin a screen on Bryant. Crawford dishes to Griffin. Here's Prince. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And Jordan sends it back. They retain possession. Prince, the pass to Jordan. Here's Roby, and he gets it to go. The Great One's got 37. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
And the pass to Lindsay. They set the pick. Here's the Great One, guarded by Crawford. And Prince comes to help. Got a piece of it. Griffin with the steal. Pick by Griffin. The drive by Paul. Crawford, no one around him. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Lakers leading by 15. The Great One passes to Mahinmi. Here's the Great One, defended by Paul. No good. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
It's going to be a tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down here and what will be a win here in Game 1 of the series for Los Angeles.
The key here, Clark, second chance points.
Well, they pounded the offensive glass, and Kevin, I also think they won the 50-50 balls, too.
You look at the stats, and you'll see just how dominant a game this was for the Great One. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come up with steals and get extra possessions for his team.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Los Angeles making a switch here. Clippers trail by 18. And Redick kicks to Farmar. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Redick for 3, and he gets it to go.
You gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Roby. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And they're not finished yet. They're gonna make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
Farmar with the bucket. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Here's Roby. Farmar grabs the board. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. And the foul called on the Great One. And so it's the Lakers.
Kobe, tell us about the